Hey guys, I thought I'd just come on and give you a little tip that I like to use called thought stopping. This tip is something I use quite regularly, especially in those anxious moments which we all may be having right now, which is quite normal. But when it starts to take over your day or gets a bit overwhelming, then this can really help. It helps to get thought stopping in before you go down that spiral slide. As some of you may have seen in the parks when you were younger, or some of you may have children and see them in the parks now. The spiral slides. I like to use that as a bit of a metaphor for anxiety. It's like when you're trying to climb up it and you're nearly at the top and then you slip all the way back down again. With some of the strategies that I tend to use for myself, I like to keep myself at the top of that slide so I don't go spiraling down as I'm trying to climb up. As soon as you start noticing that you're obsessing over a thought, you need to shout as loud as you can in your head the word stop. Don't shout it out loud or else you'll have the neighbours knocking thinking you've gone a bit crazy. You can shout it in your head as many times as you like, or just the once, whatever works best for you. But if you're shouting it out just once, let it ring out in your head like stop. You can also picture something that represents the word stop. It doesn't really matter what you picture, it's going to be different for everybody. You're learning to control your thoughts, and anything that can capture your attention will work just fine. No matter how odd the image may be. If you want to use a penguin holding a stop sign, feel free. Once you've moved your attention away from the obsessive thought, you'll have more control over where that thought goes next. Stopping your thought isn't the important part of the process. You want to train yourself to have better thoughts instead. Can you think of something more appropriate? If you can't, then try remembering the theme tune from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Toy Story. Whatever you do with your thoughts, as long as it's more appropriate than what you were doing with them before, is going to be a good distraction. And as I use these strategies, I like to tailor them to my own needs and what I need from them and change them a bit. So I really urge you to do that as you get better at using these strategies for stopping those thoughts. Because now as a thought enters my head, one that I don't want to think about, or an anxious thought or an obsessive thought, I notice it, but I don't necessarily need to give it too much attention or give it an emotion. So what works for me from this thought stopping strategy is I tend to say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and away the thought goes like a balloon up in the sky, one that has helium in it. I just let it go, and that's it. And if it doesn't go straight away, then I'll do it again, and generally it does seem to go. It's just about learning to break those patterns, not letting yourself slide down that spiral slide when you're trying to get to the top. You want to keep yourself at the top of that slide. And generally for thoughts that I do want to give attention to, if they're on the, let's just say, the negative side or something that isn't true, because remember, all your thoughts are not true, I tend to try and reframe the thought and put it into a better light using facts and ask myself certain questions. Because like I've just said, all thoughts are not true. We don't know where some of our thoughts come from. Some of them are not even ours. So we have to just kind of filter through them and give the attention to the ones that we need to. Because just remember, where focus goes, energy flows. So hope this has helped. If you want any more strategies on anxiety, please feel free to reach out. even in the comments below, and there's plenty more. At times like this, if we can just share a few strategies that are going to help people get through their day, then that, so be it. Have an awesome day, and remember, keep going, keep growing.